Miami has a Dolphin, the greatest football team.
We are about 15 or so miles northwest of world-famous Miami Beach as we are set for football at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami Gardens. Today we continue on with John Madden Thanksgiving celebration weekend, and we have got a good one in store as it'll be the New Orleans Saints taking on the Miami Dolphins. Two teams more than ready to get this one started, and we are underway from Miami. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Tua getting it quickly out to Waddle. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 19 yards right off the bat, and a quick first down. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage, and tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
They'll run. Here's Devon Achane. Down the numbers. There he goes. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Devon Achane, his 16th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Dolphins need just 2 plays on their opening drive to take the early lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Strong running at the 30. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. Looking to put a drive together. The first carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. And he's across the 43 extra yards to the 43. You know, Charles, for this defense, look, it's no secret. You're facing a team that is really, really struggling. They haven't won in what seems like forever, but sometimes a desperate team can be a dangerous team, right?
You're exactly right about that, but they shouldn't be. When they're on that type of a losing streak, it's incumbent upon you to take charge of this game early and not give them any reason to hope. Get out and attack them and make sure you knock them back on their butts.
Veteran running back like him, we've seen a lot of those chunk carries in his career.
And that's why you don't just look at his birth certificate and decide when a guy is done, right? Because you know as well as I do, in this league, as soon as you hit 30, they're looking to let you go if you're a running back. Sometimes a little tread left on the tires.
And he couldn't square up to throw there, and it falls incomplete. Now it's 2nd and 10. Here's Shuck. Tries the left side and finds Olave. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. From the gun on 3rd down, here's Shuck. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. A give to Kamara running right. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there holding the point of attack and not giving ground. He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
They got to get it to the 21 here on third down. They'll throw. Here's Shuck. They'll set up the screen down to Kamara. Fighting his way through contact. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 12-yard line. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue.
First and 10 at the 12-yard line.
Operating from the gun, here's Shuck. He finds his man, complete. That's Neal. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Brings up second and a yard at the 3-yard line.
From the 3, second and a yard.
Go street. 70 Lions.
Kamara trying to right side. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Alvin Kamara, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Saints respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own. The kick is through the uprights to tie this game, but hang on a second. We do have a flag. And that flag accepted. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line. So this is going to come out to the 35. Good starting field position for the Dolphins as they have it 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. That's caught. Nick Westbrook-Akine with it. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down. And Charles, with that completion, I'm told that puts him now over 3,000 yards passing on the campaign.
And Brandon, I think we have to start to think about where we are in the season, because right now, 4,000 is not out of the question. I think a big game or two, he's certainly capable of getting that done.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. That's Waddle. He's got the catch on the out route. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 32-yard line.
That's good for a
18 big yards on that one, and a Miami first.
1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Now Achane on 1st and 10. That all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Devon Achane, his 2nd touchdown of the game, 17th on the year. And the Dolphins have taken the lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that makes the score 14-7.
Saints 7. Jason Sanders.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember the offense. The ball is out. Kamara fumbled it. And it looks like one of the DBs has it. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. And a little careless there, Charles, on that carry.
And it's not just having 2 hands on the ball. It's tucking it away. It's using your body to keep people shielded off. It's so many different things into taking care of it and having ball security. In that case, though, we didn't see it happen.
And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Darren Waller, 33 yards. And the Dolphins are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Sanders now to add the extra point. It's good, and it is now 21-7.
Makes the score Dolphins 21, Saints 7.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders.
The Saints take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. Last time out, they had the fumble. That led to the touchdown. Not a great look on either side of the ball as the defense gave up the points too, Charles. But they've got to take care of the football and do better here on this possession.
It's certainly been a tough stretch, partner, for both of those units in there. Kind of put their defensive mates in a really tough spot there by dropping the ball on the ground. But an easy way to make it up to them, get out there now and get some points on this drive.
That is caught. Josh Reynolds. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out.
What an intelligent play as he found open grass and uncovered quickly. A nice clutch play to move the chains. The defense, they've got to do a much better job of accounting for these shorter routes.
A pretty wild first quarter. 21-7, our score. The Saints with the football here to begin quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 1st and 10. Play action now. Shuck. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
With a rookie quarterback out there, you're definitely going to find out how he handles adversity because this one so far hasn't gone according to plan. He's got to fight through it and show him what he's made of.
And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. 43 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
On play action, Shuck. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. He can only get a yard after all that. It's 2nd down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Here's a 2nd and 9 now from the 29. Throwing, Shuck. That's caught by his tight end, Foster Moreau.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives him a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
To throw now, Shuck. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And they'll get this down to the 10. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And this is an offense in need of getting a few good things to happen. Here's one right here. They've had their share of struggles in key moments, but that's a nice throw and nice work after the throw. And they're set up now with a 1st and goal.
That's to the pylon and incomplete.
Well, he's been targeted quite a bit on this drive, and finally I think the guys on the defensive side, they said no more. They slapped the double coverage on him, made it very tough for him to get the ball.
Now a handoff. Here's Kamara. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Alvin Kamara with career touchdown number 91. He joins a group that includes Tony Dorsett and Isaac Bruce, among others. And the Saints have cut it back within a score. The ball upright on the tee, and the Saints kick team booms it away. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last time that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Up the middle, Etienne. They're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. The Dolphins hit 9-2 to start play, and they come in off the extended break from the bye.
And I think it was much needed as well because you play 2.5 months. You know you're ready for some time off in order to get prepared for the home stretch. In fact, when they looked at the schedule to start the season, I think they liked where their open week fell.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Now Tua. The ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I feel like my man, Old Mo, momentum might be changing jerseys right now. How about what they just got done? They scored a touchdown their last drive. Now here's a 3-and-out. Maybe momentum's getting ready to creep to the other sideline.
The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2. They're going for it. Here's Tua with it. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. That one good for 17 yards on 4th. Couldn't ask for much more from your offense there. First down.
Dolphins, first down. 1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
They're right here. Out.
A run straight ahead with Etienne. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
Not a huge carry there on 1st down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on 2nd down.
Hey, get safe. Ready.
Tua sets up to pass it. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Saints are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line. That's now his 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. And that'll be incomplete with a penalty flag here on the field. And I'm not sure he was still behind the line when he let that thing go. So the illegal forward pass also costs him a down. And now it's 2nd and long. Kamara up the middle. And he'll take this one up to about the 23. 59 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here in this first half. They'll see about converting this 3rd and 8.
Let's go. Back to 60. Back to 60.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime.
First down, New Orleans.
From the gun, Shuck. Now he's going to step up and run. Throw complete right side to Colts. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. And I believe they buzzed down. They're going to take another look at this play with all reviews coming from the replay official here in the final 2 minutes of the half. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Off the fake, now Shuck's going to throw. That's to the right sideline, and it falls incomplete. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over, then they get a chance to continue their drive.
They'll pound it up the middle with Kamara. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a third down. Nice job there defensively to clamp down because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive is going pretty well. I could come right back at them.
So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. And this is off target to the left. Didn't get there anyway. It's no good. And this will stay at a 7-point game.
And now two. Problems as I see it. First, you missed the kick, which granted was a long one. But second, you set the other guys up with great field position and enough time to maybe get downfield and get a field goal attempt of their own.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And incomplete. A drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up second down.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time.
Go ahead. What?
Here's Tua. A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
Tough series for the passing game. Things just aren't clicking. Hopefully they can come through on this play and get this series back on track with a completion for enough yardage for a first down.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. That's complete to Westbrook-Ikhine. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half.
And I believe that gain on 3rd and long changes things quite a bit because this would be a very long field goal. I wouldn't be surprised to see him go for it here.
And he's brought down. Can't do anything with the football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Dolphins can't convert on 4th down. And the Saints are going to get it back and in great shape. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. And the Dolphins are going to get it back here just past the 35.
Intercepted. The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 36-yard line.
Here's Achane to start the drive. Unable to corral him. He fights through. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Jason Sanders to kick off.
The Saints going to go on offense first, and they trail here as we begin quarter number 3. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the 3rd quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the 3rd quarter.
Finds his man. That's Olave on the crossing route. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and it'll be second down.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
Now they'll toss it out right to Kamara. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to third down.
He was hoping to get to the edge, but they did a really nice job of forcing him back inside. That's excellent fundamental defensive football. Don't let them outside where they can really shred your defense.
They'll get this out to Kamara. And he spins past him and into space. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. A big play there on the catch and run. 34 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They're unable to connect, but a late flag comes in. And the contact may have come too early. So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. Following the penalty, it's Kamara. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Alvin Kamara, a 13-yard touchdown run. And the Saints are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Extra point by York is up and good. And we are tied at 21. So all square here in this third quarter as the kick's away. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And they got to be pleased with this. He brings it all the way up to the 40-yard line.
Well, that return gives them a golden opportunity to go out in front. How will the defense respond after giving up that type of a return?
Here's Tagovailoa to throw. A short one here secured by the tight end Waller. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Good work after the catch. Gets him 15 and a first down.
At the 46-yard line.
On the handoff, it's Achane. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Looking to pass. Tua. Open man downfield is Waddle. He's got it. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 27-yard line.
That's good.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down. All right.
A give left side. Here's Achane. Down to the 22-yard line.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
From the 22 now, here's the 2nd down and 6. Tua going to throw. Open man, Westbrook-Ikhine. And he's going to have a gain of 11 to the 11 before he's brought down. 1st and 10. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Justin Reed. And the Saints are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Looking to put a drive together. And he'll start with a give to Kamara. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. 107 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. They run it again with Kamara. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Play fake, Shuck. They go with a shuffle pass, and it's complete. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Coming left is Kamara. stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Miller. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. A field goal from this spot likely out of the question. They've got to get closer here on third down. They'll throw. Here's Shuck. Drops this off to Kamara out of the backfield. They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up 4th down.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way to the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Excellent job by their defense to force the punt and provide them with this opportunity all tied in the 4th quarter. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
2nd and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Ready. Ready, Chief! Wait, help!
Back to throw. They set up the screen. Achane has it. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
He's had success running the football, and this is more or less an extension of that because they drop it off to him on the screen. And I'll bet he's thinking to himself, if I didn't have to slow up a bit here in traffic, I could have really made something out of that one.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And out across midfield down to the 45. A big play that time on the catch and run. And the Dolphins are going to get a fresh set of downs. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. They'll give this to Achane. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
They have 3 tight ends in that formation. That's almost a universal sign that they're planning to run the football. But how about the defense there? They met force with force and caused a stack up behind the line of scrimmage and threw him for a loss.
And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40.
A gain of 10 brings up 3rd and 1.
If they get nothing else here on 3rd down, it'd be a 53-yard attempt from this spot.
Hey, get set. Hey.
Off the play action, Tagovailoa. And that one's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
Tagovailoa going for it on 4th down. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And they move this all the way down to the 9. Wow, 1st and goal, and defensively all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well.
1st and goal at the 9-yard line.
All right. Ready.
And again, it's Tagovailoa. And this is going to be intercepted. And the Saints are going to take over at their own 13-yard line. Tie game, 4th quarter. You're already in the red zone, well in field goal range. You can't throw a pick there.
And you know I want to give all the credit to the defenders, right? I mean, they made a play on the ball. But bottom line, you set up the situation perfectly. You've already got the field goal in the bag. You got to make sure you take care of the football in that situation.
2nd down and 8.
At the 16-yard line.
Throwing, Shuck. And this is going to be intercepted. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Dolphins touchdown. Sanders home for the extra point. And it's good. That makes it a 28-21 game.
Makes the score Dolphins 28, Saints 21.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And this one over the back line of the end zone. Well, they definitely don't want to give him a shot at returning it. That's obvious. So the ball will come out to the 30. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And can they regroup? That's the question. The pick six hurt, no doubt, but this is still a one-score game here in the fourth. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it'll bring up a second and short. To throw now, shot. That's Olave bringing in another one. 7 catches for him now, and this last one, a first down. To throw a shot. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. Play action, Shock. Now he'll tuck this and run. Downfield, and he's got Olave. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 21. The second-round pick leading this offense well. It'll be a first down. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. A man who's been busy this afternoon, it's Kamara again. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
Catch made, it's Moreau. They'll get to him just inside the 15-yard line. And even after that fancy footwork he saw, a good job defensively to recover. A big play here as the crowd noise rises. 3rd and 1. And they'll try and run the option to pick it up. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as it comes with exactly a minute to go in the football game.
Let's go now. Rambo leading. 18, Rambo, 18.
Shuck to throw for it on 4th. And it's going to be batted down. And we'll go the other way with the football. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and that will force a turnover on downs. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And checking the timeout. That is intercepted. Picked off by Justin Reed. It's such a costly interception, nearly a pick six, but now they're so close they are knocking on the door for a touchdown.
And I never want to get on any team for being aggressive because that's part of what their makeup is, and oftentimes it's successful. But in this case, you've got to be selective about it and make sure you take care of the football. That interception almost cost them 6 points. Now their defense has to run onto the field, probably giving the quarterback a few side eyes along the way. They've got to see if they can stop a score.
2nd down, goal to go. Back to throw. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Jordan Brooks with it. And the Dolphins have just about sewn up this football game. So a costly INT in the end zone, no less, puts the brakes on their potential scoring drive.
So many teams stick with the passing game down near the goal line because they see it as an extension of what they do between the 20s. But as we said many, many times, the further you drive, the more the field shrinks. And that was a nice job of making a play on the football and coming away with the interception.
Now the Saints will use their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play.
Ready. Ready, team.
Down to an goes Tua, and that should just about do it. So a victory here for the Miami Dolphins, and it was a game where they were off and running in the first quarter, Charles, and never looked back.
You know, partner, after a while, we always say the same thing, don't we? They set the tone early, right? They started fast. So I asked a few of my horse racing friends, do you have a term for me that we can use to cover that? And they said, yeah. When a horse breaks out like that, you say he caught a flyer out of the gate. And that's exactly what this team did today. I mean, they jumped out there, jumped on them, and were never headed.
So for Miami, they continue to be one of the best teams around as they move to 10-2. And they will hit the road next week to take on the New York Jets. Meanwhile, for the Saints, that first win remains elusive.